Hello again, everyone. Welcome to a new Let's Play. This time we're going to be playing Crusader Kings II. I'm planning this to be an infrequently updated Let's Play, or I should say, just not regularly updated. It's not going to fit into my normal, alternating episode every day. I'll be putting it up when I get some recorded and stuff like that. So, I hope everyone enjoys it. This is really only going to be my second game since really learning the engine. There's still a lot I don't know. But of course, I had a lot of attempts where I really didn't know what the heck I was doing at all. So anyway, let's go ahead and start a single-player game. I'm just playing on normal difficulty. Like I said, again, I'm still fairly new at it. Let's start at 867. Switch to independent realms. We can see all the various realms there are. Got a lot of Arab realms. There's Nubia, Abyssinia. We got the Byzantine Empire, Bulgaria, Italy. Well, it's Jylland now. A number of different Swedish and Norwegian principalities there. And here's Ireland completely broken up. England in just a handful of countries. I'm going to play as the King of Gwynedd in Wales. And I think I'm pronouncing that right. Let's go ahead and do the ruler designer. Let's see. What did I like? I think I liked those eyes. Hairstyle, let's go with not bald. And not needs to be cut. I guess we'll go with this one. Hair color is fine. Go with something a little bit more full on a beard. Not quite that full. That's good. I can't really tell the eye color when I change it, so we're going to leave that alone. For clothes, let's go with that. I like that green. Headgear. Let's get something a little bit more kingly on there. I can change my gender. Woohoo! Okay, I think that's good for the general appearance. Hit next. Okay, I'm going to go with Party per Pale. And let's go ahead and lock this down so that I can choose the two. Go with the dragon, of course. And lock this down for a second so that I can choose the right color. There we go, nice green dragon there. And for the background colors, that one, and that one. So, a darkish green and a very dark green. And color 3 is not used at all. And I don't think there's any emblems that I want. Nah. Okay. And let's go with next. Okay, I am not going to be Owain Caradoc. I am going to be Auld of the dynasty Dragon. Totally Welsh there. Okay, so here we've got age 16. You have to be a minimum of 16 years old. And you can't be older than 50. And everything that you choose is going to change that. Let's start with my education trait. I want to be a Grey Eminence. Okay. That gives me -1 martial, but +2 intrigue, +2 learning, and +9 diplomacy, and +10% fertility. So you can see that my fertility is up to 60% already. My diplomacy is up to 14 already. Okay, let's go ahead and add traits. First of all, the thing that I really want to start out as is a genius. And I think I will go for attractive as well. Now that already puts me up to 76 years old. So I'm going to have to choose some things to reduce that. A hedonist would be a pretty big hit to monthly piety, so I'm going to hold off on that. I'm not sure that I'm going to do that one. Plus, it increases my... It does actually make me a little bit older. But plus 20% fertility is pretty handy. Let's see. I'm not going to choose any of those. I am going to choose Lustful. The church does not like that, but it again gives me plus 20% fertility, so I'm already up to 80%. I'm going to go with Greedy. Again, the church isn't going to like that, but and it's a -1 to my diplomacy, but 10% national tax modifier. Very nice. Down to 74. Diligent would be nice, but again, that's a pretty big increase there. Hold off on those right now. Let's see. I'll go with Patient. That reduces me by 1. I don't want to do Deceitful yet. I want to see if I can get things more reduced more. -1 to Intrigue? Yeah, I'll take that for -16 age. Let's see, what else? I'm going to go with Trusting. I'm not going to go with Cruel. I'm going to go with Cynical. Okay, and... what else can I do? A Slothful would be -1 to pretty much everything. Gluttonous would be -2 to Stewardship. What's my Stewardship currently at? 11. I want to make sure that my Stewardship stays at about 11. So, let's go with Gluttonous. And if I increase that by 2... each increase of this is just 1 year, so that's not too bad. Let's see. So I could do with Slothful, and then offset that by 5. I want to stay at 11 Stewardship. Actually, the rest of those I don't mind too much. Let's see. I don't want Deceitful because that would reduce my diplomacy, and I want a high diplomacy right now. Same thing with Shy. And Craven, people really don't like Craven, so I'm not going to go with that. Arbitrary, nope, again, not going to go with that. I would like to go with Just, but I don't think I'll do that. Celibate would be -1000% fertility. You are never having children. Not doing that. What else? I could go with Legitimized Bastard. That would reduce me by a fair bit. And let's go with Wounded, because that will eventually go away. Now, if I increase this by 1, alright, so 17. So I'll have a really long reign. I could go with bumping myself up a little bit more in age. What else? Oh, Honest? Yeah, Honest, that just gives me +1 age. I'll definitely do that. Wouldn't mind some of these others, but no, I guess that's good. Starting out as 18. It's still pretty young, though. So, what about if we increase that to 11? Put that up at 8. That at 12. Giving yourself a son or a daughter would age you by 5 years. Oh, my health is down to 4. Oh, and 0.10% for health is 1 year. So let's actually give me a couple more of that, just to be on the safe side, since I am wounded. I don't want to die right away. All right, that's not too bad. Yeah, I like that. Alright, let's finish. Let's play. So there's a lot of other traits that I could have taken. Let's take a look around here. It's paused right now. Rodri the Great has arrived at my court. He is the former ruler who was going to be there. Let's close that message out. I've got all three of these territories, these counties in my kingdom. They're all mine, directly mine. I am the petty king of Gwynedd. Auld the First of Gwynedd. I'm not going to go into too much on the interface. There's a lot of other Let's Plays out there that do that. I'll go over some of these things as we go, I guess. But first things first, I need to pick an ambition. You always want to have an ambition, because certain things will trigger when you have an ambition. And let's see, right now there's amass wealth, become paragon of virtue, get married, and become king of Wales. If I choose to get married, then once I'm married, I gain 10 piety. That's not bad. King Auld the First desires to get married. Indeed, I do. So I've chosen that. I've got no heir to my dynasty, and I'm unmarried, so I need to fix that. And of course, since I have no heir, I would lose titles on succession. And my heir is Arnaud ap Rodri. And he is not my dynastic heir, so that means that would be a game over. So hopefully I don't die. Let's go ahead and arrange marriage. Who can we get? Let's see. So we want to look for some pretty decent stats. Actually, ideally, we'd like to look for someone who is a genius. She's attractive, but she's only 4, so that means that I would have to wait a really long time before I could get married. Don't want to do that. Oh, and you'll notice that my scroll wheel is kind of screwy. It's tends to scroll backwards on me occasionally. Alright, there is no one who is a genius, and there is no one who is quick, so I'm not going to be able to try to breed that into my line with myself, my own genius trait, which is unfortunate. So the next step is, let's actually look at stewardship. Oh. She would actually be pretty good. She's a charismatic negotiator, which is -1 to martial, +1 to intrigue and learning, +5% to fertility, and +6 to diplomacy. She's diligent, which is +1 to everything, craven, ambitious, and temperate. Okay. She's actually not too bad of a choice. She has that, she's a little bit of a fertility bump, which is nice. Mastermind Theologian would be kind of crappy because fertility would take a hit. And no one else is really any good at stewardship. She's 18, so she'd be around for a while. Once women hit 40, then they're not fertile anymore, and they won't have any more kids in this game. Let's see. There is a Lustful, which would be nice, but her stats kind of suck, and she doesn't really have any decent traits. That's a brilliant strategist, but I don't really need one. The only position women can hold is your spy master, so a high intrigue would be good, but this one, she's cruel, although she is also just, which is odd. She's an intricate web weaver, which is +6 to intrigue. But I think that I like her. She's got... Her lowest is intrigue at 8, but 9 in learning and martial, 17 in diplomacy, and 13 in stewardship. I think she's going to make a good choice. Alright, so propose that King Auld I and Ben Mumon get married. As a king, Auld would gain 2 prestige from marrying into House... I have no idea exactly how to pronounce it. Yelknak Glendamnak, and 0 for marrying the relative of an earl. That's fine, whatever. We'll send that. We'll see how he responds. He kind of likes me, so it's not too bad. Right now, I am the petty king of Gwynedd, which is the duchy. This is a duchy right here. when you were completely independent and you were a duke, you become a petty king. Kind of nice. So the County of Gwynedd, the County of Perfathulad? I don't know. Terrible. I'm going to botch so many pronunciations. And the County of Powys. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit spacebar to unpause the game, wait for the response. Let's take a look at our council. So our Chancellor has 19. Actually, let's pause it and start distributing what these guys are doing, since we've already let a week go by. Start by researching cultural tech in our home county. Scheme in our home county. And collect taxes in our home county. And let's research military tech. And fabricate claims. Let's start with that. Alright, unfortunately I don't have a whole lot of money, so it will be tough to get any claims early on. But better to start early. So this is just telling me where I've sent them all. Close those messages out. Alright, let's take a look at our laws right now. You should probably increase that a bit. I'm agnatic, cognatic, gavelkind, which I definitely want to change. Let's see, primogeniture. So I need to make sure that none of my vassals have a negative opinion of me, and I have to wait for 10 years before I can change that. But I definitely want to change that. Agnatic, cognatic means that the eldest child will inherit. Well, the eldest male will inherit unless there are no males, in which case the eldest female will inherit. So, and gavelkind means that all of your titles get split up amongst your children. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but it kind of sucks. So normal taxation and levies on those. I don't really have any feudal vassals, so let's go ahead and increase that to small. Well, I guess they do actually have to vote. Alright, well, that's okay. I should have enough to pass that. Let's look at technology. Alright, technology starts out pretty low. I'm only at level 1 in town infrastructure, church infrastructure, trade practices, noble customs, majesty, and legalism. So, I get a little bit of a... well, no, actually I don't, because I'm not really a king, and I'm not an emperor, so I don't get any of that. If I could bump it up to level 2, then I would get a domain size increase. Right now I can have 3 out of 3. Tolerance would be nice, but I don't need that. Majesty is basically just increases your prestige gain and your piety gain. Religious customs increases the opinion of your church vassals. Popular customs increases city vassal opinion, and noble customs increase feudal vassal opinions. So, let's see. Right now, these are... this symbol means that there's automatic spread from other places nearby to increase it. If it's gray, I'm not getting anything, so that's unfortunate. Military, I have... basically, my army is a grand total of 1,000 or so. That sucks. Intrigue, can't really do much. Might do some of that stuff later. There's no factions. And I don't need to do anything with religion right now. Alright, so let's see what we get on the response from our request to get married. Looks like Mercia is moving some soldiers around. And they've approved the institution of small feudal tax law. Good. Means I'll get a little bit more money. Okay, excellent. King Auld I and Ben Mumon have gotten married. We can collect a royal aid duty to pay for the ceremonies. Yes, it is everyone's concern. I'll get 24 gold, or I will get 100 prestige. Right now, both of those are pretty low. I'll get a reputation bonus with prestige, but of course I could always use money. But, let's see. I'm getting 4 per month, so let's just go with prestige. Okay. So, and she has arrived in my court. Let's take a look at her. I don't have any children to educate, so there's nothing to do there. Let's see, she has a weak claim on the county of Thomond. So I might definitely take advantage of that, although I might have to wait until she has a child. Thomond is over here in Ireland. Okay. So, now we just need to wait for her to have an heir. I've got 1 weak claim that can be pressed. Okay. Well, let's just increase the speed of time. I fulfilled the ambition to get married, so I got another 10 points of prestige. No, wait, I got piety, didn't I? I don't know. I don't remember. Let's pick another ambition. So now 2 new ones have appeared. Have a son, have a daughter. Let's start with have a son. Indeed, I want to have a son. So I have an heir. That would be nice. That would be very, very, very nice. Okay, look at the diplomatic relations. Right now, I really only have diplomatic relations with the other Welsh territories here and now Thomond. I don't really have any diplomatic relations with anyone else, which is unfortunate, but that'll change over time. Religions, you can see the religions here. Catholic in most of it, most of Europe. There's some Norse paganism, a lot of it up there. Slavic paganism. There's Orthodox down there, and of course you got Sunni and a couple other Muslim sects down there. And there's Iceland up there. And you can look at culture. So most of England is Anglo-Saxon. There's Breton in Cornwall and Devon, and Breton down here in Brittany. Irish. There's some Norse. Of course, Welsh. Welsh up here, too, oddly enough. Scottish. And you can see that this one is transitioning from one to another. I'm not sure. Let's see. Looks like it's Scottish changing to Norse, I think. So. And then, of course, lots of Norse up there. I love these little map features. Our economy is pretty crappy. There's some places with pretty good economy, but a sickly green, kind of a reddish green, not very good. The red is really bad. You can see up here. The reason why the Scandinavians go raiding? Yeah, look at how terrible the economy is in those areas. Let's see. De jure duchies. So these will never change. If you are independent as a duke, you become a petty king. So there's petty king of Deheubarth, petty king of Cornwall, petty king of Britannia, Brittany, I'm sorry, not Britannia. So these will never change. These are permanent. But de jure kingdoms, these can change. This would be a legitimate king. And then, of course, there's de jure empires. There's Britannia up there. Empire of Scandinavia. Wendish Empire. Carpathia. There's Byzantine Empire. Italia. Francia. Hispania. So, lots of empires. Probably will take a very long time before I can implement one of those. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I want to. Because I'd lose my lovely little green... Well, actually, no, it wouldn't be green. It'd be brown, since I'm... Yeah, kind of a reddish-brown Kingdom of Wales. Oddly enough, that's part of the Kingdom of Wales. Okay, and revolt risk. I don't have much in the way of revolt risk. That county does. Argyle. There's dynasties. Dragon Dynasty. Oops, let's zoom out a little bit more. There you go. So I occasionally check these out. Opinions. Yeah. Only I like myself, apparently. And direct vassals. This you can see who is actually a vassal of whom. When they're the same color, they're vassals of each other. So there are no republics yet, I don't think, or at least they haven't built any trade ports. Now let's increase the speed. The old wound has finally healed, leaving a pretty grotesque scar behind. Woohoo! I lose the trait of wounded and gain the trait of scarred. So I gain back the +1 health and the +1 martial, and I also gain plus 0.10 monthly prestige. Very nice. Okay, so that's why I chose that. Let's go back to the Independent Realms. Oh, there's also the terrain view. But I like looking at the Independent Realms. So there's not a whole lot to do in the early game. You can take a look here at this county, the county of Gwynedd. I've got Aberfrau, the county capital. Right now I'm getting a 5.67 in taxes. There's also the bishopric of Bangor Fawr. I'm probably botching these. Not sure if I get any from that guy. I'll need to check to see whether he likes me more than the Pope or not. And the city of Caernarfon. Cities are pretty good for money, but you really can't be can't hold a county and a city. People don't really like that. You can also build new holdings, but I don't have the money to do that. I need 700 to build either a castle, temple, or city. So that's probably going to wait a very long time. Perthulad has just a castle, a city, and a bishopric, and I can't add anything else. Powys, on the other hand, does have... I can build one new holding there. Has a county capital, bishopric, and a city. If there are some places that only have... No, it has... Alright, let's try... Yeah, there we go. So... that has a county capital and a temple. To build another thing, you would have to build a city, because you have to have one of each 3 types before you can add anything else. So, let's see. London, I think, is down here? No, that's what... Yeah, Westminster. Yeah, City of London. So, this... that's Middlesex there. They've got a castle, they've got a city, and they've got a bishopric. So now they were able to build a castle, although it starts with it. And then in these 2, you could build anything you wanted. But if it only had the castle and city, the next thing you'd have to build would be the bishopric. Anyway, looks like we got a little bit of a rebellion here. So this is Count Rodri of Dyfed. Dyfed is attacking King Hywel of Deheubarth in war against the tyranny of King Hywel of Deheubarth. So it looks like he's either trying to get control of it or probably more likely gain independence. But that's one reason why I have my Chancellor here, trying to get a claim on that county so that I can go to war and increase my lands. Right now I've got 6 vassals. Let's see. Bishop of Bangor Fawr, Mayor of Caernarfon, the Mayor of Denby, Bishop of Lanil... whatever. Bishop of Llangollen, and Mayor of Radnor. Okay, and my court. These are people in my court, direct courtiers. basically, I can do pretty much anything that I want. This is a good stock to draw from when you get a new territory, and you can give one of them that territory. You can... Oh, didn't take me as long as I expected to get this far. These are the people you draw from to arrange marriages and assign out territories and stuff like that, primarily, especially at the early game. Alright, well, let's go to the beginning of the year. It's December 18th now. Not much has gone on yet, but I got married. I'm still waiting to have a kid. I don't really have... I do have a claim on the Duchy of the Isles, but I don't think that I can actually go to war anyone right now against anyone right now, because I have to create it. This title cannot be created normally. Oh, there we go. It's January 2nd. Let's see if I can see what... trying to find the County of Man. Okay. So let's see if I can go, if I'm able to declare war on him. I am not, but because he is not independent. How about if I select him? I do not have a Casus Belli, so I'm not sure how I can use this claim that I have. That's actually kind of annoying. I got this claim and I don't know how to use it. I might have to wait until someone creates a Duchy of the Isles, which is, I believe it's, let's see. Because it's the petty kingdom of Suthrajar right now, which is the Isle of Man, Argyle, and Suthrajar, which is, I think it's just the Isles or something like that. Alright, well, that was just 1 year, but we started out, and we were introduced to King Auld I of Gwynedd, of Dynasty Dragon. And he has a wife now. Yay! Get pregnant. Please. I need kids. Alright, so we'll see you in the next episode as we go through some more time, and hopefully something interesting will happen. See you then.